His constant plea to be set free yielded no fruits as he was badly beaten, buried, and left for dead. He owes his narrow escape to a heavy downpour that saw his captors run for shelter before the job was done.
In a short time, I heard something like a sound saying boo 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 boo. Kumbe it was rain, which was making sign like that. It was raining now. Yes. So I woke up, I found that there's nobody there. Then I pulled the rope from the grave there. I woke up and then I sat again on the top of the other one. Then I pulled the rope.
Was you already covered with soil?
We were covered very little soil. They did not have time now to cover because rain was coming. Yeah. But the soil they covered, the soil they used, it was the soil which helped me not to bleed. Now when I came out from the grave, I removed the rope. After I removed the rope, I went to sit aside again. After sitting there, I was removing all the soil from my mouth, from my eyes, from my nostrils, till I managed to see it well. Then something came to my mind that now you can now go. I started footing slowly up to the next home near the town. That's a Rupasi's home. I got a cassava peel. There was a cassava which was peeled there. I got 2 pieces. Then I turned a bit. I got some water, but not much. Then I waited there, and then I crossed the road up to the next home. That was now morning, coming to morning.
All this time you were just crawling slowly by slowly?
Just slowly.
A young child then happened to be his savior from the grave. It's clear he has always been grateful for her good Samaritan heart in saving him.
That girl also is now alive. We were going to see her. I got that girl. Now I say, you help me. That guy got a piece of clothes. Then he started cleaning me. Then I say, now I want to go to my father's home. They say, now if you want to go to Amilimini, you pass that way. Then I started moving from there. I got another man. He said, now, we want to take you up to your place. Then that man brought me up to the swamp. Crossing the swamp, he left me there. He said, now you can go, you know that place. I say, now I can go slowly. Now after that, I got a certain person. Then he said, now you can remain in that bush. And then now after that, we shall come back. Then now I stayed there till night. Then they came, they removed me from there.
In the night?
In the night, they removed me from that bush. They took me to another home where there was nobody completely. And then they removed me the stones. Because the stones were there on my foot. They removed the stones. After removing the stones, then they say, now you can now go. You pass that road. Up to Elimu's home, there's a man called Elimu, Gwanyamugogo. From there, I got to those people from home, madam. After getting them, they helped me.
The people?
The people of Elimu's home, they sit up there.
Home, yes.
They helped me. Squeezing all the white things are coming out, what? And there's so many thousands of mosquitoes, the flies, the small ones, not the big ones, very small. They were also chasing the green ones away. Yeah. So when I reached there, that man also helped me. After that, they gave me something to eat. After eating, they helped me say, okay, now we want to take you across this road, the road where we are passing, to cross this side. Crossing there, I got a boy. I was given a goal, Emaso Steven. That one also helped me. Crossing that end, there, they took me to a Yumusi place. And now from there, they now came looking for me saying, Elias, as we are now alive. I told them that go and call my wife.
You were already married?
I was married. Now I was very lucky they called my wife. Now the wife came. Coming here to see me, going back. Now the things started now to come out. Because the soldiers did not know that I'm alive. They saw that I'm already dead. So I was just moving without their knowing. Now the woman went back there, they say, telling one of her thing that, oh, Elias is alive. My husband is alive. He said, what? Kumbe, this lady was befriending a very big man with a lieutenant. Now this man was saying, I think you are joking. Is he alive? Then this man slapped the friend. That what are you saying? Is he really alive? The woman said, that it is now my friend was saying, the wife of the Elias. Okay, now let's go for her. Then they waited for her. One day that a girl was also put in a cell. There's a woman called a girl. Then they started caning the woman. The woman was pregnant. Caning the woman, they beat the woman.
Why were they caning the woman?
They were caning the woman because they wanted the woman to say out whether it is true that I'm alive and where am I now.
Okay.
So now the woman said, he's alive, but he might be will die. But I know where he is. He's at a humus what? Place. Now they call it a meeting. Inviting a human now to go. Now before that man went there, but good enough, God entered into that man's heart. Then he transferred me up to Aita. That is Morunga Tree.
He had an idea that they are looking for you.
He was told. So he transferred me there. After transferring me there, he came back. Then he went for the meeting. Going to the meeting, they say, who is called Ayumu? Where's Ayumu? They say, I'm here. Come here. The meeting now is over. The man we wanted to have got him.
Hey, just like that.
Just like that. Then he was taken. Reaching there, they asked him, do you know Mr. Elias? He said, I know. Can you tell us where he is? Then he kept quite a bit. He was also given the tennis stocks. From there, he said, hey, I know. I can now tell you where he is. He's there in my home. I know the place where he is. He said, okay, now. Why didn't you say it? Would have not even beaten you. Now, in the morning, they pulling out the soldiers. They brought the soldiers here, about 200. But now, when they were coming here, some were also coming from Lang. I left to the other home, coming back this side. It is the some who divided us. They were passing this side. I was also coming from the other side, coming back this side. They reached where I was. They found the blood. The flies were there, but I was not there. Now the home where I was staying, the man who escorted me up to where I came, up to Nyunyu's place, that one also went back. Then these ones were also running now, saying, the soldiers come. Finding that I was in Nyunyu's house. Onyunyu now telling these ones that, let's run. And then he came back, saying, now let you pass here. Then I went there, I climbed an ant-hill, and then I stayed there, looking all the sides. Now where I left, they killed the man from that home.
Where did they kill him?
The soldier killed him.
Because he helped you?
This man, when he went there, he came out. You know, it was around 10 in the morning. And then he wanted to what? To run. So they did not know that, why it is Elias? So then they shot him. Now checking that, it's not the one. But the man is already dead.
Oh dear.
So I came up to my father's home here. When I reached there, luckily my father was there. So my father told me, he called me, told me, checked me, and then he got another trouser, short trouser. Then a shirt, he changed all that. And then he said, me, I've married your mother. I don't have a grudge, I don't have what. You go and come back. We want you to be saved when you come back. Think about God. Don't do anything bad to anybody. But you will come back, you will go and come back. I started and I said, now you have this 200 shillings. And maize, he gave me also two pieces of maize. So you'll be eating it slowly until you reach to Suruti, where you want to go. From there I started the journey now. Reaching a short distance, I found that a very big crowd, soldiers were also there. But they left to the place. So I continued like that. Up to Maria's place there, I found that the soldiers were somewhere and the rebels were also on this side. So I got a certain boy running. I say, oh, no, but that one now is dead. He said, you are alive. Why we saw that you are dead? I say, I'm alive. Now, the soldiers are there. They are coming. They are looking for the rebels. But now, you are here. Why are you going to pass? You pass that way. Then I passed there. Within a short time, short distance, about one, not even a kilometer, we had the sound of a gun. Pop, 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 pop. Soldiers with the rebels on this side. Now then I went up to the main road. Reaching the main road, I stopped the vehicle, or a vehicle for direct. Those people are still alive.
All this while you're moving alone?
Alone.
No one.
Nobody, not even one. Only, I was moving with my flies. It was only flies, a small one, and not even 1,000 all over my body. Huh? You find a man bleeding all the time, but it was now water coming, not even the blood.
Oh, the pus.
Coming out. Now, madam, reaching there, that man is stopped. He said, oh, we thought you're alive. Then they carried me, they put me in their vehicle. Reaching near Rapa there was a very tough roadblock there. Then they said that, these people, they are bad people. They have beaten this man. They said, take him. I passed that one. Then another one near the hospital there. They say, you see these people will finish you. The soldiers say themselves. These people will finish you. Why are they killing you like this? They say, for us also, that's what the other ones were saying. Take your man. I was taken. Reaching to the town, I had 200 shillings. I say, now, what you do, let me buy now maize. Because the other one was very hard. You cannot even eat it. So I bought maize. So I went into Eduardo's place. Eduardo died, but his wife is still around, alive now. She's in Obalana. Now reaching there, people were drinking AJARU. After seeing me like this, people started moving one by one, getting away from there one by one.
I think they were all scared.
They were saying, what is happening now?
You're like now the most wanted man around, because they knew anyone attached to you, they will also be good.
Let me tell you, madam, these people did not know that I've even reached to authority. So now, I was they got a policeman from there. He was also taking AJARU. So that policeman got a hold of me.
Did you know he was a policeman?
I saw him putting on a uniform.
A uniform, okay.
He said, now, we want to take you now. Where are you from? I say, I'm from Amuria. I was buried, but now the soldiers have beaten me and killing me with the 2 people. So now I have just come out from the grave. I've been moving all that time up to here. Say, let's go now. I was taken, they put me in a garage in his home. From there in the morning, because I spent the night there, they gave me some food, and then I was taken to police. From there, taking me to police and say, what happened? I said, what is happening? I said, I was beaten by the soldier. Now I was taken to military. From military, I said, why do you bring this one again here? This one, we finished him from there. Bring this man here. Do you think this man will survive? Madam, let me tell you, when I was brought again back from there, I was referred again to RDC's office. By those days, it was a DC of our. Then from there, that man also said, take him to the hospital. Now I was brought again to the hospital. I go to Dr. Edu and Dr. Kwana. So they referred me there. Then the Dr. Edu was taking care of me. So by the time when he was trying to treat me, the report reached to where? To Amuria. That the man you are looking for is now in the hospital. Good enough, there were some good Samaritans, those ones who used with the mission, the Basungus.
Yes.
Those ones who arrived there in the hospital. After arriving in the hospital, what they did, they had to look at me. They say, now don't mind, we're going to help you. They believe seeing a Musungu. I say, now I'm going to survive. So they put me, they admitted me, then they started treating me. The following day, the soldiers started coming.
Looking for
you.
you.
Looking for me. They say, there's a man who is admitted here. Where is he? Kumbe, the doctors have already known that these people who are looking for me, they wanted to kidnap me from there. So they transferred me from the main ward to another room. So they failed. The next day, the Basungus also came, taking my photos and what. Kumbe, these Basungus, after taking that, they also reported it to Kampala. After reporting it there, then now, I heard now the big people coming. From there, they say, want to see this man. Then they now say, okay, now the soldiers came and the police, then they took me. After taking me where they were, then they were asking me, how are you now? Are you okay? I said, the soldiers.
Where did they take you?
Just near the gardens there.
Okay.
A football ground there. The soldiers were there, those big people were there. They say that I'm okay, I think I will be okay. I will not die. Say, do you know the people who did that? I say, I know them. Who is the commander? I said, Battalion 69. It was Mr. Karim was there. They say, is he there? I say, for me, I don't know. They brought me, I don't know whether he's there. Now they call Karim, who was the commander by those days. And then Kalema was IO of those days. Then they call them. After calling them, then they say, Karim said that I know those people. They were also brought.
Elias AJARU's is a story of forgiveness and perseverance. Despite all the horrible memories, he has chosen to move on positively.
Now, after I've forgiven those people, then they asked me, they said, now, have you really forgiven them? I say, yes, you leave them free. The time when they were killing me from there, they did not know what to do. They were also sent.
Yeah.
So I just leave them. I'm now alive. I'm okay. They have prayed for me. I don't have anything. I'm going to survive because those people brought drugs for me. Now, after that, those people, when they left to them, they were very happy. Until I got out from the hospital, I went to Church of Uganda. They prayed for me. So I was just jumping, praying for God. I had me 30 years. Now they have added 30 years. I was very happy in the church. Yes. They say, we're now praying for you for another 30 years. From there, the youth with the mission brought me to Amuria. Back to Amuria. To the same house. I stayed there now asking for my wife. Nobody could tell me. They were also fearing. Kumbe, the wife is also dead.
Oh, they killed her?
They killed the wife. After beating her, the wife came and then she died.
Oh, sorry.
The loss of his first wife is another thing that damaged his soul, leaving him with one child, heartache and despair.